Hey guys! Clove and her litter finally moved out into the rabbit tractor. I actually went ahead and rebred Clove because I wanted to make sure that she could have another litter before it gets really, really cold out. I think she'll be fine. What's your baby doing to you? They're so funny. What are you doing, crazy? Before I start talking about what I actually came out here to talk about, I did want to show you guys the new babies that we have, because we did have Tundra, Mira, and Zara due. Zara, again, this is her second time. She did not take to the breeding, but Mira and Tundra both had their babies. Their babies are like 2 days old now, so I wanted to show you guys them. This is Miss Tundra. This is a really exciting litter for me because it's a litter between Tundra and Onyx. Now, Tundra's not mine, but Tundra is a grand champion, and I showed her until she became a grand champion, but she is from my friend's rabbitry. So she's not my lines, but she is a grand champion, and then I bred her to Onyx, and Onyx is mine, and Onyx is also a grand champion. So this litter is by 2 grand champions. I am hopefully wanting to see if there's anyone in there that I could possibly keep, but you never know, because sometimes even though they're grand champion rabbits, sometimes you just have no idea what you're gonna get. You guys will have to excuse the mud. It just happens, especially this time of year. Hello, everybody. She had a litter of, I believe there were 9 total, but 1 was born dead on arrival, so there are 8. There were 8. Anyway, we gotta check. Make sure they're all here. Little bitty babies. They're so tiny. Originally I was gonna try to breed Tundra to Sprig, because Tundra carries blue and so does Sprig, and I think I would end up with some blue babies if I did that. But instead I bred her to Onyx, and we just ended up with a ton of little black babies. And of course, like, as I come out here and start filming, it's always time for somebody to do something to their lawn. Someday guys will live in the country, but right now we don't. It's always fun to look in nest boxes. It's almost like you get Christmas presents sprinkled throughout the entire year. And it never gets old, honestly. It really doesn't. I've been breeding rabbits for quite a while, and it literally, the excitement never gets old to me. Well, checking the nest box. And then here is Miss Zara, who decided once again that she will not be having babies. I don't know why she keeps doing this. It's like, I bred her twice and she didn't take, so I just bred her a 3rd time, and I'm hoping that she took from this time. I was also wondering, you know, is it Zara or is it Sprig, because Sprig's the one I keep breeding her to, and I'm wondering if Sprig maybe went heat sterile or something. I know Sprig is, he's a proven buck. He's had many babies in the past, so I know that he's good on that. But yeah, I really don't know. I guess we'll see. This is Zara's 3rd attempt, and if she still doesn't take, I'll have to decide if I want to try a 4th time or if I'm gonna be selling her or sending her back from whence she came. But no, guys, she is not available to the public. I had so many people reach out and ask me that. And no, it's nothing personal against anybody that follows my YouTube channel. It's just the fact that if I don't want Zara, her original breeder said that she might want her back, and if her original breeder doesn't want her back, I also have one more person that wants her, so she's not available to the public, at least not yet. That actually does bring up a good point, though, for something that I was doing and I stopped doing because it just got really complicated. I used to take a rabbit wait list for people that wanted to get on my wait list for babies and whatnot, and I no longer do that. And I'm sorry if it's disappointing. I can't do it though. Like, I'm one person and I have a very small rabbitry. The amount of people that signed up was very overwhelming and I could not keep up with it. And also about 90% of the people that actually did sign up on the wait list actually ghosted me after doing so. So it's just not feasible I do have a couple of 4-H families that I like to work with, so they always get first dibs usually anyway, so it's just not really feasible. But if you are ever interested in having one of my rabbits, I do post about them on Instagram and Facebook. They are always first come, first serve now. It's just the way I have to do it, and I'm sorry if that's disappointing, but it is just the way things need to be done. So now we are going to look at Mira's babies. Mira is a little bit spicy. Hopefully she doesn't nip at me because she's been doing that, and I don't know if it's because she's being protective over them or if she's just a bit mouthy. But yeah, we're gonna look at her babies. So Mira had 11 total babies, but one was dead on arrival. Some of them are looking really, really small, so I was wanting to make sure that nobody had died, but it actually looks like she's doing a really good job with them. Look at all those! There's so many of them. All of them are black. Just a lot of black litters. So all 10 of them are in here. She's doing a good job taking care of them. I was a bit concerned at first because she really didn't pull any hair, but it looked like she pulled more hair like after she actually had them, so they're doing good. Some of you might remember in one of my previous videos when I was talking about my creme de argents, I said that I was able to breed Mira with my 4.5-month-old lilac silver fox Raja before he left. And Raja is with his new owner now, but he produced 11 babies. I mean, obviously one of them died, one of them was dead on arrival, but that's a big litter size for that young rabbit to produce. So I was really happy about that. So all of these babies will be dilute carriers, and that's exciting. It's exciting to me. As of last night, the chocolate COD passed. So it was the 18th. I know this video probably won't go up that quickly, but on the 18th, the chocolate COD passed, and chocolate is now a showable color for silver fox. Or at least it should be by December. It is pending board approval, but they did finally pass their 3rd showing, so hopefully we can have a couple more chocolates here in the future, or at least start producing more of them and keep that color out here. I'm very excited. I really wasn't sure if they were gonna pass or not, but now that they have, I'm just like, there's some opportunities there. Here's what the chocolate silver fox pelt looks like. They're just that deep brown color with silvering throughout. And Twix is molting. The rusty parts right here, that's molt and sunburn. But yeah, this is what they're supposed to look like. So, so pretty. So I'm excited. She's molting a little bit, but I'm excited that we can start focusing more on the chocolates as well as the blacks. So that's very cool. Sparrow right here is my favorite rabbit. Well, kind of my favorite at the moment. But she is Cricket and Onyx's daughter. She's a bit on the small side. I don't know if she's going to reach senior weight, but hopefully she does. If she did, that would be amazing because she's got some really nice body conformation, and I just love her. She's so, so friendly, and we're always looking for that friendliness. So I just love her. She's great. She was living with her sister Starling, who was also going to be going to convention with me. And the other day I came out here and Starling somehow had broken her back in the cage. And it was devastating because I really wanted to keep Starling too. Starling was going to be a brood doe for me. So to find that and to have to cull, a potential show or brood rabbit that you were really investing a lot in, it really sucks sometimes. And I hated doing that. We're just putting all hope in little Sparrow here. So hoping that Sparrow grows out and looks really good. So she is going to convention though. I think she's really pretty. I'll show you guys what she looks like. So Sparrow here has a lot of depth. She's very full in her hindquarters. She's very full throughout. She just has a really nice body conformation. So I'm really, really loving how she looks just as a show rabbit. I'm just really hoping that she makes senior weight. She is a tad bit over silvered, but honestly I love this over silvered look. I just think that it's beautiful, and her fur is great. It could be just a touch longer, but honestly she is just so pretty, and I'm just so in love with her. We are going to go into the barn, and I want to tell you guys the main reason that I'm making this video today. If you don't have a seat, I'm shaving. So you guys followed me on my last video where I was creating this. I made this whole goat stall over here, and we were getting Nigerian dwarf goats. I'm gonna rip it off like a band-aid, guys. We are not getting the goats. It's really disappointing, and I'll be the first one to say I'm very sorry for leading you guys on. I'm also very sorry to the breeder that I led on, even though I did submit a deposit for the goats, and I did end up losing that. That is what a non-refundable deposit is, and so I'm not foreign to the idea because I do the exact same thing with my rabbits. We charge a non-refundable deposit to people because of people like me who back out last minute, and you've kept that animal for them, and now you have to figure out where that animal goes since the person that promised they were going to get them is no longer going to get them. Everybody keeps asking me on Instagram why we are not getting goats. I have a rabbit in here that is just going insane. I should let you out, dude. This little guy is going crazy. He's one of my convention rabbits. He is Sparrow's brother, but he's a little bit weaker in the shoulders. He's gonna run around for a little bit. I've had a lot of people on Instagram ask me why we are not getting the goats. People keep saying, like, is there a Karen in your neighborhood? Did somebody tell you that you can't get them? The answer is no. A couple weeks ago, I was so stressed out, like had so much anxiety that I could not eat for like 3 days straight. I couldn't eat, I couldn't think about anything. I had so much anxiety. 2 Thursdays ago, I woke up and was just thinking to myself, what am I doing? What am I about to get myself into? Are you ready for this? Like, can we handle this responsibility right now? And my heart kept saying, it will be fine, it always is fine, you know, we'll work through it, we'll be able to do it. But then my head was just like, Tiffany, you cannot take on one more thing right now. And throughout that day, I really thought about it a lot. And at the very end of the day, I went into my husband's office and I said, I don't think I can do this. I don't think that I can commit to doing goats right now. I can't really commit to milking every single day at the same time every single day. We don't really have a lot of friends that would know how to take care of our animals for us either. It's the noise factor too for me. For some reason, it did not dawn on me that goats make noise. And I know that sounds really, really dumb, but it didn't dawn on me that, you know, when a doe is in heat, she makes a lot of noise, or some of them make a lot of noise. When she's giving birth, she will scream. That is a natural thing that happens, and for some reason, I wasn't registering that. And no, we do not have a Karen in our neighborhood that's like going to, you know, call the police on us or anything like that. We do live in a subdivision, and though where we are technically not in city limits, we also live in a subdivision, and I don't want to bring up any bylaws that maybe I am missing. And if they come in here and they say, oh, you can't have goats, but also you can't have this, this, and this, and then I end up losing my chickens and my rabbits, and that was my nightmare. I really don't think that would have happened, but it was a reoccurring thought to me, and so it was enough to scare me and for me to say maybe we should wait. Jameson and I, we live here now. We are making this our home. We are doing everything with this property we possibly can on 0.37 acres, but we don't plan on staying here. It was never the plan to stay here forever, and so next year the goal was to save up as much money as we possibly can because we are so close to paying off our college debt. And once we pay off all of that college debt, we are saving as much as we possibly can because we want to buy a farm property. And getting goats right now, it's an investment, and also, you know, well, they cost money. Obviously, they cost money. And I just don't know if I can spread myself even thinner than I already feel spread sometimes. So that's the reasons why. And you know, like I said, I really, it's like my heart was leading the way, and I love it when my heart leads the way. I've made so many things happen when my heart leads the way. I think that we could fit goats back here, no problem. But all of the things that I just mentioned are prohibiting me from thinking that this is actually possible right now. So I reached out to the breeder and I said, I don't know why this didn't register to me, but I don't think that we can do this right now. And she was nice. We have a good relationship still, which is very good because she has the most gorgeous goats, and I told her someday, like, I really, really want goats from her. But it's just, it was my mistake. I personally hate it when people tell me that they want a rabbit and then they back out the last minute. It's an inconvenience for me, it's an inconvenience for everybody involved, really. And I want to encourage you guys, I feel like, you know, when we watch homestead channels on YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube, but I feel like when we watch homestead channels, we see a lot of people doing things and succeeding at them. And sometimes that's just not always the case. I definitely think one day I will get goats, but I don't think that that day is today or tomorrow or maybe not even in the next year or two. But I do think that I will get them one day. I just think that it's smarter to wait. And I want you guys to know that YouTube is, what you see on YouTube is not always the reality. You guys did not see how stressed and anxious I have been trying to prepare for them. That is what is going on with the whole goat situation. It's no longer a situation, but something that would be feasible right now. And I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but I definitely have been thinking about it a lot. But we've already built all this. And I wouldn't say that it's really a waste that I built it. But also now I'm trying to think, like, what can I do with this over here? Well, I think I definitely could expand the rabbits. Like, I could get some cages back here. But then also, I was thinking, how cool would it be? What if I made a colony? Because we've already made the gate, we've already made, you know, this whole fence right here. What if this entire area here became a rabbit colony? So that is currently what I'm like toying around in my head. I don't know if it is or is not going to happen, but I told you on the Creme de Argent video that I was struggling for space because I am a small homesteader. So what if this is the answer to my space problem? Maybe it is. There'd be some prep work that would be involved as well, but I feel like it would be pretty easy actually. I was thinking about putting linoleum down in here to waterproof the floors. Like, we could put plastic on the walls and take that all the way down and then put linoleum and like even put the linoleum a little bit up the wall just to have it like majorly waterproofed in here, because the last thing I want, because I did tell you guys that we're not planning on staying here, the last thing that I want is when we sell this place for everything to smell like pee. So no, I was not planning on just having an unprotected concrete floor. I know a lot of people commented on that, but no, I would definitely be waterproofing the floor somehow, but I think linoleum would probably be like a good solution to having the rabbits in here, but we shall see. I'm not making any big decisions right now because I have been so stressed out, and I really do enjoy having the quail as well. I feel like I don't feature them enough, but I really do love having them, and we actually have 44 eggs in the incubator right now. So most of the quail that are in the hutch right there, most of them will be butchered pretty soon and we'll be eating them. We actually did have our first quail dinner the other night and that was delicious. It was so good. I love quail. And they're so easy to raise and they're so minimal too. So I really do love the quail. I think they're awesome. So we have 44 eggs in the incubator right now and hopefully we will have lots of little quail babies in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see about that. October is my birthday month, and historically it has been a very fun month. We always do tons of things in October, haunted houses, chili cook-offs, all of that. So it's historically been a very fun month, and I hate that half of my October so far has just been a anxious, stressed out mess. So I'm trying to mitigate that, and I've always tried to be open with you guys about, you know, the current state of this, and sometimes things just feel heavy, and I feel like lately things have felt very heavy, so I think that just not making any decisions for the rest of the month really, other than me and my husband possibly getting out of here for a couple of days, I think that it's a good idea to just kind of chill out and bring you guys videos of things that, like, I just need to sit and I need to be grateful for what I currently have. And I'm so grateful for everything I have, because I know how many people would kill to have rabbits, quail, and chickens. And the fact that I kept saying more, it's never good enough. I never want to make you guys think that I'm not grateful for what I have. I am so grateful. If you have been needing somebody to tell you that it is okay to stop and just be grateful for what you currently have, that would be me. I am currently in the same boat as you. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I think over the next year, I'm just gonna kind of chill. I'm gonna stop adding things, I think, to the homestead, and I think that I am going to try and just really get good at gardening next year, because every single year I keep saying I'm gonna get good at gardening, and then I take on so many projects, and then I don't have time to garden, and then my whole garden goes to crap. And so I think next year is the gardening year. I think it is. And I was actually thinking about adding like a whole like rabbit garden on my privacy fence, like where I grow kale and lettuce and stuff like that. So it's definitely something that I want to get better at and focus on, because every year I say I'm going to, and then I run out of time because I keep adding quail and bees and goats that are not happening, and other rabbits. So I think I'm gonna chill. I think it is okay for me to say that I'm going to chill. And honestly, I don't think that there's going to be any lack of content because I stopped adding things too. Well guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, and maybe you found something in this video that helped you if you are struggling with decisions on what to do. I encourage you, you don't have to do everything all at once. Homesteading, I feel like so many channels make homesteading look like something that happens within a year. Like you get everything and you're good, and like a whole year you can do it all. It's just not possible. It's not possible without being extremely stressed out and lacking information. So there is nothing wrong with taking years to get what you want. There's nothing wrong with it. And I need to remind myself that more often. So anyway, I hope you guys have a really good day. I hope that this video wasn't too boring, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.